welcome back to the Re-Up Podcast. Your Re-Up and everything nerd culture from the mind of 20-somethings. We're back this week with our regulars, Deshaun.
Don't mind me. I'm getting type 2 diabetes from these Reese's cups.
And Dawson.
Hey, everyone.
Welcome back. This week we've had some things drop, I believe, last week. Mortal Kombat. The movie came out last Friday. Captain Falcon and the Winter Soldier ended its season finale last week. And
Captain America in the Winter Soldier.
Captain America and Winter Soldier.
You mean Black Falcon?
No, that's Captain America. And Invincible episode 6 or 7 came out this week.
Oh, it's so hard to talk about this episode without spoilers.
I'm sure
for the comic. It's so hard.
I'm sure people are sick of us talking about Invincible, but as someone as those two, I think both read the comic book, and I'm going in blind.
Oh my god.
Man, the show's fucking great. Like,
bro.
Hold on, I'm pulling up my notes here. Like
they put so much stuff in the episode that didn't happen at the same time.
But
like
for me, as
the
someone
timeline's all jumbled. But
for me, as someone who doesn't know anything, all I want to know is why. Why did he do it? They kept asking that one question that entire episode, and all. The only payoff is watching Nolan get progressively more pissed when they're throwing shit at him, and I love it because I think it's funny. It's like,
dude, the dudes in the house, I just would have gave up, dude. I wouldn't even fire that. I just would have walked out.
That was sad.
I'm like, hey, bro,
hey, bro, we cool, right, bro?
Come on. Hey, bro, he's with Eve, bro. He's with Eve.
Bro.
Where's Eve at? Somewhere in Middle America.
What's going on? So Mark thinks he's just helping his dad. Oh shit.
It's really crazy, and that's what I'm saying. It's so hard to talk, but I guess this is not a spoiler because it's been shown. I'm so glad they brought back the Immortal. He's freaking cool, and he's Abraham Lincoln.
He's Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, did you not see on the flashback? And when he was like living his life.
John
in the background. He's Abraham Lincoln.
Like he's Abraham Lincoln, man. Like
he's gonna beat the Emancipation Proclamation in the Nolan.
I was telling Deshaun before the podcast started, my favorite characters are the fucking clone twins.
Oh yeah, no, they're freaking, they're funny.
They're just hood rats with double PhDs going around.
It's like shit. I like the freaking the line he was like, and the best thing about having a clone is you always know what the other one's thinking.
Right.
It's like, yeah, I want a clone, but like I was thinking like eventually the longer you have a clone, the less likely you'll know exactly what they're thinking. Because at that point, it'll just be like you lived a life together, and then they're their twin. But they spend so much time together, and they're basically doing the exact same thing that they'll probably get the same experiences.
Yeah.
But I'm excited.
Except one wears a lab coat.
I'm excited to see what happens in this show. I'm like, next episode of the podcast, if something drops in this next episode of Invincible, my mind will be blown.
No,
I'm going to be ranting about it.
Greg, you're going to be shaking in your boots next episode.
I'm going to be quaking.
Shiver me timbers.
You're going to be drenched sweat. You know the Key and Peele sketch?
Oh, yeah,
sweat.
Oh, no. So Falcon Winter Soldier ended. And at the end of the episode, spoilers, of course, but I'm sure if you're like us, if you're a fan of these shows, you're watching this episode. And it's been since Friday. If you haven't watched it by now,
we can't control ourselves, all right? We just got to let out this
information.
It is good. It turns into Captain America Winter Soldier, like the movie. Yes. And Sam comes in with this comic book accurate.
Bro, it's one of the most comic book accurate suits. Like,
it's great.
Like, I would say the only part of the suit that catches me off is the goggles. It just something weird about that face area.
See, no, bro. For me, I feel like the goggles are like raised up too much. Like they were high up or just too big.
But yeah, no, I get what you mean.
But like, they wasn't like super like distracting.
It wasn't distracting.
No.
But you know what was distracting though? I don't know. This was distracting for me, but the top of his head was showing, and I was thinking in my head, he's just trying to show off his hairline, bro.
Yo, look like he's like,
he's like, I got a haircut today, bro. I got no helmet, like all the other Captain Americans. Helmet. This one, no.
I like
also that setup for U.S. Agent though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
U.S. Agent is
a Marvel villain who's not dead yet.
He went from being straight up no redeemable. This guy's an asshole. To he's kind of just like a stumbling type of I'm not bad, but I just can't get things right type of guy.
Yeah.
You assume that he's not gonna go commit war crimes after this.
That's what I'm saying.
He's gonna do it with
He
his mouth.
has no repercussions for it. Like he literally has no repercussions for committing that war crime.
He'll do it with a smile on his face.
And now he'll get to do it
and a
legally.
quote from Lincoln.
Now he'll get to do it, and people won't be recording him because he's Captain America. They're just gonna be like, "Wow!" and war crime.
Bruh.
Dude, I was laughing at that one scene where he was like, when he was facing Carly, and he was like, "Are you saying Lamar's life doesn't matter?" And then I was just like, I just imagine him saying, "He's a black man, all right. I'm trying to be woke here."
That was one. It was one hair away from him doing that. I loved when he's fighting Carly and his little makeshift shield gets immediately broken. I'm like, yeah, that.
I was really hoping
his
someone
trash
was gonna
can
die
do.
to that though.
I was hoping that too. I hope he threw it and like it just decapitated somebody because it's just steel.
They made him too much of a good guy.
They said
I
we
know how I
can't
feel
have
about
him
it.
He
on this
went from
episode.
being this unredeemable guy to just like klutz George Costanza from Seinfeld. I'm trying, guys. You know, I guess I can't be Captain America. I guess I can do something else.
As me and my friends call it, we call it 2.5 Captain Americas.
Yeah.
2.5 caps. Just
2.5 caps.
Oh, I'm kind of bad at it, but I'm here.
Exactly. And the twist everyone saw coming. I mean, is basically Shyamalan's on the MCU writing team because of course, what's her name is the power broker. I knew.
Yeah, everybody saw that coming.
If you didn't know it by the title of the episode she came in on, you at least knew it by the time she was calling the French dude to
That's
work
what
with
I'm
Carly.
saying.
Like that would have given it away. So now we got
Power broker Sharon.
another spy in the government. We just got rid of all the previous Hydra spies.
Also, we got turns out anarchist spies now who are like, remember, one world, one people. You know, we saw that
yeah.
before Zemo's guy blew up the van. I was like, oh,
Zemo.
so we got another Hydra situation going on, huh? It just
Somehow,
doesn't stop.
And out of all this, Zemo got the last laugh. Him
Yep.
chilling with his little
And I'm
radio
happy
on
for
the
him.
raft.
Another Marvel villain that's not dead. I love it.
Which sucks though that he's on the raft and he's there. They still didn't pull any like Thunderbolt Ross stuff, which I thought would have been cool.
Yeah,
I'm sure like they weren't gonna do any Red Hulk stuff. That would be like pretty cool because we haven't got.
Man, I don't even want Red Hulk anymore.
You don't?
they set up.
The reason why I don't want Red Hulk because I'm like, who is he gonna fight? Professor Hulk? I don't want to see Red Hulk fight Professor Hulk. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, he could.
But we could get the Thunderbolts though, because they already
get
set
the
up US
Thunderbolts.
Agent.
Right.
We got Zemo.
In the raft.
Yeah, we can get the Thunderbolts, but we can let's just switch it up where instead of Norman, wait, not Norman. Well, just make Red Hulk just the human guy. That's cool.
Can we get She-Hulk?
Also,
Yes.
Abomination
They're having a
still
TV show
on
for her.
ice.
Oh, they're on the TV show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, she's getting a Disney Plus show.
I'm here. I'm gonna watch that one.
Also, guys, remember Abomination is still somewhere.
No, he's
He
not.
didn't die
No,
at the
he's
end
not.
of the Hulk movie.
That wait is
That's still canon.
okay.
They mentioned him in something else. I forgot what.
I
show
know
it
they
was.
mentioned him. I remember why it's canon. They mentioned him in the first Avengers movie when they're coming down that before like the big circle shot with all the Avengers. I swear Bruce Banner goes, last time I was in New York, I kind of destroyed Harlem. And it's like, okay, that one line makes all that canon, which is weird to think about.
You think the Hulk would get canceled for that?
I mean, didn't he already get canceled for Ultron when he like rampaged through the African city?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And they were like asking for his arrest. or
No,
something like
but
that?
What's
he
up
got a
with
new
the Hulk
publicity, bro.
What's up with the Hulk and attacking specifically areas full of black people? Kind of sus, Bruce.
No, maybe the Hulk
it's
is.
funny because literally both those times he didn't really have a good choice.
Yeah,
Abomination was already down there, and the other time it was Scarlet Witch's fault. Honestly, that time. But one of my favorite things of the episode, Bucky is canonically invited to the cookout.
Oh yeah, no.
And
He's invited to the cookout.
He's like legitimately there, and it's funny as hell.
Bro, you know cousin Jimmy or fucking cousin Carlos asking him, yo, when you gonna let me borrow the arm?
Knows when you let me borrow the shield. When we gonna let me use the shield, man? Over there flirting with Sam's sister.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro,
Interacting with the kids, like
Leave my sister alone.
he's trying to be part of the family.
Bro, little did you know that arm got a vibe function, dude.
Don't stop. I'm cutting you off. We're changing the subject. See, we could have continued on, but you went there, and now we're leaving there. On other news, Mortal Kombat movie came out. Dawson, you said you saw it, right?
Yeah.
I saw it. Sean didn't see it, but before, I don't want to go into too many spoilers. I want to see if you agree with me on this. It is a decent video game movie.
No, yes. It's
like,
campy, and I freaking it's a good movie.
Like really cheesy like bits from the video games. It's nothing like Super Mario Brothers. They're not taking themselves too seriously.
But they're kind of taking themselves seriously.
But the character that they created to like be the avatar as the viewer works fine.
He works. He
He's you don't like him? What's up?
Just could have made him Taquita, bro. Just make him Taquita. It would have been so much easier.
Was he screaming the entire time? His heads are getting blown off. He's like, "Oh my god!"
No, he wasn't like that.
No.
He just was. He was there.
He was just kind of there in the background.
He was just kind of there. Yeah.
He was just there. If they would have made him Takeda, it would have been, or it would have been so perfect.
And I'm sure Dawson probably loved this. The best character in this entire movie was Kano.
Oh yeah, no. As a Kano main,
as I despise Kano in the game.
As a Kano main,
I will admit every scene he was in stole the fucking show. Like,
you tell me Kano got a dub?
I mean,
he got a dub?
Yeah.
No, he did get a dub.
He did get a dub, yes.
He did.
He got a dub. He got a straight dub.
So much that it added into some spoiler campiness.
Fucking, I think, was that thing he killed, was that Reptile?
Yes.
That was canonically Reptile?
Yeah, because he was invisible. You have to think he was invisible with the acid spit, so it has to be Reptile. They could explain it later in the sequel, maybe, as it being some,
it's part of a species, but
but as far as we know, that's Reptile.
As far as we know, that was Reptile. Kano really just rips out his heart and goes, Kano wins. Fucking, like, it's fucking great.
Literally says that. Rips out his heart, squeezes it, Kano wins. Turns around and says it.
And then it's like, Kung Lao kills this one woman with the hat fatality with the buzzsaw and goes flawless victory. I'm like, oh, this is fucking great. I love this shit. Like, it's
flawless victory.
It's
not question, guys. Do they set up for a sequel?
Yeah, they do.
Yes.
Are we getting Quan Chi?
We're getting Johnny Cage.
We're getting Johnny Cage.
They're setting up Johnny Cage.
We getting the nut punching?
Bruh. It's funny. I think who I would want for Johnny Cage is too old to do it now. But if this movie like came out in the 90s, like in the 80s,
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
No. Bruce motherfucking.
I mean, that's what he's based off of.
But yeah, no. But Bruce Campbell.
Nah.
Not as say his martial arts Johnny Cage, but like as the shitty.
No, I want. Let's make Johnny Cage black. Let's do it.
Why?
Let's freaking do it, bro.
Who would you cast?
You don't want Lil Nas X playing Johnny Cage?
I want Lil Nas X playing Johnny Cage. Please. I want to see that movie.
Just rapping Panini while fucking nut punching people.
Did I miss a meme? Did I miss something?
No,
I've never heard this or wanted this.
Man, let's just do it. Let's do it. Let's make Johnny Cage black.
Michael B. Jordan to play Johnny Cage.
Nah, let's keep him white.
Bihan and Hanzo were really good.
Oh no, they're good.
They set up for Noob Saibot.
Yeah.
Which is nice. What else they do? Sonya was alright. Jax.
I like Sonya. Jax, they could have done better, but it was good for the movie.
I feel like Jax was cut. Like some of his scenes were probably cut for like.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Because
like,
he shows up and then just disappears for like.
He shows up, gets his ass beat by Sub-Zero.
By the trailer, Sub-Zero breaks his arm and disappears for like a good portion of the movie, and then they have to do the cliche moment.
No, when they first gave him his arms, they're like these really chicken arms, and it's so weird looking at him. He's super buff and he's scrawny little robot reptile.
And he has to, I'm useless.
Yes, I can't. These don't work.
So like, I mean, like that makes sense though. Like, I know they changed things up from like the first game, but like Jax, like according to like Mortal Kombat 9, or not to get into the nerd talk, but you know, Jax kind of like gets his ass beat, gets his arms ripped off, and then like he just gets thrown out.
Yeah,
he just kind of. Our boy Jax don't really get no character development up until Mortal Kombat 10. Let's be real.
Okay, they give him his. I can't remember which game this fatality comes from, but the head smash. They give him that.
Is that 10? It's either 10 or 9.
I wish they went with the cigar one though.
No,
no.
I
wish they went with that one. I would have like put this movie up another whole notch if that happened.
No, Greg. We do not need a cigar fatality. I freaking hate that fatality.
I know you do. I know you.
It's freaking stupid. He looks dumb.
I know he does, and I love
the slow smile. I hate it.
It's so bad. It's good, but overall, I'd give it. Okay, if I was critiquing it as a movie.
As a movie,
six
or
5 out of 10.
As my enjoying it,
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. I'll definitely watch it again.
That's
and I want to see
most like kaiju films and shit. Like
it's okay. It's like
it's just something you enjoy. You don't.
It's
look at it for movie critique.
I'm not leaving the movie like, man, I wasted my money.
No, it's the same thing with Godzilla versus King Kong. I didn't come here for amazing plot and cinematography. I came to see some Mortal Kombat in theaters.
Right.
And that's exactly what I got.
The movies I put in this category are it's Kong versus Godzilla, Mortal Kombat. I even watched the Sonic movie a few weeks ago for the first time.
It's pretty good.
It's
good for what it is.
And I love it because it's not just Jim Carrey making me laugh.
Yeah.
Sonic is Ethan Schwartz makes that character. I think it's hilarious. And the dude okay, I don't understand. Okay, you know how tangent real quick. You know how some actors get typecast into certain roles?
Mm-hmm.
He's typecast into the guy who sits next to the animated character.
Why is he typecast like that though? I like your entire career, and you're the dude that's always alongside an animated protagonist. Like,
wasn't he in the? He was in the
Smurfs movie. I feel like he was in the Smurfs movie as well.
No, I think the dude from Alvin and Chipmunks was in the Smurf movie.
No,
he was in the Yogi movie. He was in the Hot movie. Remember, he was in that.
Who's he in the Woody
Rocky and Bullwinkle movie?
Probably. He was in 2 Hot movies. He's done this. Like,
James Marsden.
Man, forget it. Put him in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. Make him Casey Jones. No. Casey Jones, I didn't know you were real.
Oh, yeah, I forgot he played fucking Cyclops in the X-Men movies. James Marsden.
Oh, yeah. Dang, now I can think about... The only thing I think about in Cyclops is 2 things. Is one, when he's really bitchy, like in the first 2 movies against Wolverine, because Wolverine is clearly, like, chatting him over, like, Jean Grey. And then in Wolverine's Origins movie... When like he's a kid and he gets like basically murdered in his school by
he freaking murders everyone in his class, right?
Right, no, but Sabretooth like just confronts him in the hallway and just straight up murders him. The last itch takes off his glass and murders like half his school because it goes off out of the all over the school.
Oh yeah, James Marsden was in the fucking movie Hop. He was in fucking the Rocky and Bullwinkle movie.
Oh my god.
He was in the fucking one of the Looney Tunes movies.
Oh
he was
my
in
goodness.
Hop, and then he was in Sonic movie.
Like how Magic
and it's always the same shot of them in a truck with him driving and the animated character sitting in the other seat.
At least like Michael Jordan, LeBron James can get animated with their animated characters.
Michael Jordan didn't get animated.
Yeah, he did.
What? Yeah, wasn't there one scene in
Just stretchy arms for and like
that's no, I don't count that as being like it. Like that's like saying, that's like
and the shots like some like cut shots they used to like do fast paced movement. They use animated.
I know I understand like the fast paced movement, but like LeBron, when I think of like somebody getting animated, I don't think like that was just like CGI. Like that was the reason why he looked so animated was because of bad CGI back then. I think of that kind of like we're not gonna say Andrew Garfield got animated when he was swinging through the city in Spider-Man. But LeBron James, like they made a render for him. Like this is the character we're supposed to be looking at.
True. I would also say I think Looney Tunes Back in Action is a better Looney Tunes movie than Space Jam. Like it's funnier. It has much better like.
Didn't Back in Action make them go bankrupt or something?
Yeah.
It did?
Yeah.
I think
That movie was like a fucking bomb, dude.
I think it's better than Space Jam. Like I don't know, like
Let me look that up before I just spout stuff.
You
Back in Action.
What's his name?
Brendan
Fraser.
Before like the
Before he
internet
became,
shat
like,
on him, and he
a
just
nobody.
disappeared. He did like the story of Brendan Fraser is actually quite sad. Like I think like he had like a bunch of medical bills from like doing the stunts of the Mummy, and then like his wife just like super like overmaxed him on like alimony for like child support when he couldn't pay, and like he had to pay for like therapy and stuff, and then he left the Hollywood scene. And then this photo of him resurfaced in like 2016 of him like super overweight at the beach, and then the internet shouted him more for that, saying like, "What happened to this man?" And
This
then
man
like
gets no break.
he got no breaks, and like he just wanted to he secluded himself.
And then when they made the Mummy reboot, they got fucking Tom Cruise. I'm just like, that's foul. Y'all foul.
It was foul. But let's see, before we continue on. Dawson, you want to talk about the Nemesis system?
Oh yes.
We're taking a quick divergence into Middle Earth here.
Just Middle Earth. For those who don't know, the Nemesis system, it's one of the freaking greatest systems in video game history because it's so interesting and it's so unique and it can be so used in so many things. But it's only been used in 2 games, and those games are in the same franchise. In the second game that it's in is the sequel of the first one.
Wait, they came with the sequel?
Yeah, Shadows of War and Shadows of Mordor.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought Shadows of Mordor. I remember that game itself. I didn't know it was a sequel.
Yeah, they had Shadows of War. But yeah, no. So basically, the Nemesis system is a system that allows you to have unique storylines with your enemies, where your enemies will remember the last battle that you had, if you didn't kill them, or other like people, or even in Shadow of War, if you kill, like you can kill somebody, and then somebody random will come and talk about you killed my. Be careful whose brother you killed. Like it's just enemies just remember, and the system just remembers the last fights that you had. Like, for another example is like I was playing Shadows of Mordor earlier today, and I decided to restart it because I'm like I kind of want to experience like new storylines, and I was fighting this one guy, and it said fear of not fear. It was angered by pain, and so like every time I hit him, he would just regain the health, and I'm like I can't beat this guy at the level that with the power-ups that I have now, so I decided to run. And so like later on, like some third-party battle I'm fighting, I'm like, all right, I can fight this guy, and that guy shows up again, and he literally said, "Oh man, Phil, you're not gonna run from me this time," and I'm like, oh my gosh. And I say that to say that it's only been used in those 2 games, but it makes for such a great experience that why hasn't Warner Brothers, who has the patent for this system, made a superhero game yet?
I think that would be really cool.
Great about it?
What?
Is that like also if you die to an enemy, like that enemy ranks up in the system?
Oh yeah, if you die, he ranks up by like 2. If you fail like a mission with them, he ranks up, and like. And they, I don't know why they haven't made this for either a mob boss game or a superhero game like the Nemesis system.
When you're talking about it, I was thinking, in that like in the core element of the Nemesis system, it may not have been used again, but a similar system can, I guess, be made a comparison to would be the Telltale system in their storytelling. It not actually work for their villains, but for their companions. and you fuck up, they'll remember that.
Oh yeah.
And whether or not you do
They're-
later
Like
on, if something
it's like
happens, they're like,
slacking on
"Hey,
that, though.
you've been fucking up. I'm not gonna follow you this time, and you're on your own."
They started slacking on that later.
Yeah,
on
they
in
started
their
slacking
time.
on like in the early times. Like it was really like I felt like even though it kind of led still to the same story because they were planning on making sequels and stuff.
The first couple Walking Deads, and then the
And the Wolf Among Us.
The Wolf Among Us.
Wolf Among Us. I think Wolf Among Us did it kind of great because didn't they have it like where all the stories came out? They didn't really have a season 2, and so like they could really play into it and then have to worry about a season 2. They weren't really trying to make a sequel.
They're supposed to be making a sequel. Like they have a skeleton team working at Telltale. Like
I thought Telltale got disbanded or went bankrupt.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They have a skeleton team, so it's basically just what's left working.
I definitely want to go back and play Wolf Among Us because that was a good game.
Wolf Among Us was
Big
fun.
Big Wolf he's great.
Yeah, that was really good. But Nemesis system definitely like a superhero title that implements that would be fantastic.
Like this is like you can have. I think this can be expanded on with like better animations and stuff like that. With like DC Universe Online, about how you get to make like your own superhero.
DC
I
and
think
Marvel could just use like a bunch of like DC-list villains as Nemesis, and then like you progressively like get stronger.
You can even like
random villains, like some guy like just a random criminal you beat up one time comes back.
Like that, I would like if a DC
has alter ego now.
As like if a DC were to make it, like I think they should still like do the system where it's like I think they should still have like original villains coming to the story. But it would be cool like if this is like canon to the DC universe and like D-list villains just show up inside of your thing. You can if you beat them like they can even go up the ranks in your own like little world. That would be crazy. Like just imagine. This is like a story. Oh, I was saying, like, this like imagine like a story where you're freaking you beat some guy and he's like some freaking genius guy or something like Dr. Psycho, for example. I'll just say him, and he comes back and you keep beating him, boom, and like you beat him easily. He comes back out of nowhere and wrecks your shit with like a mech suit or something. And you're like, oh shit! And now he climbs the ranks after whooping your ass because like. People could die, but like mainly the thing is like they'll go to jail. That way he can keep the system going or whatever.
You know what they could do with that is that like, for example, even your like A rank villains, they start off as D tier to you because they don't notice you, so they take you as a little bit of a threat, and then as you beat them, they're like, okay, this guy's a fucking threat. So like Lex Luthor, like I don't know, he's like doing some like money laundering or some shit. The first time you stop him,
whatever Lex Luthor does,
and then next time you see him, he's like. You're kind of a threat, so I gotta put on my mech suit and beat the shit out of you.
Right. Or like, I was thinking like you stop like Enigma's stupid mind control fucking plan easily. Like you beat him a few times. The next thing, oh, it's the Riddler now. Like you beat him a few times. Shit, it's fucking Hush in like super boss mode. Like you don't know what you're doing. Like it progresses.
Oh no, that'd be cool. Cause like another thing that Shadow of War did was like they would like take the name like if they killed you somehow like sometimes they'll like change the name from the first time that you saw him to like Valgar the Decapitator or whatever. Right. It would be like Valgar the Tamer to Valgar the Decapitator, and he'll like say, "Remember decapitated you" or something.
Hold on.
I'm like,
speaking of Lex Luthor. I just rewatched probably one of my favorite episodes of Justice League Unlimited, which was the Doom.
Wally West.
No. It was the episode with Darkseid, the final season, and like he's coming to Earth. He's has those giant magma things to drill to the center of the core, which are like super easy to destroy. I rewatched it because I love the quote from Superman. All this time. I have all this immense strength, but I'm always going easy on people. I feel like a word of cardboard. With you, you can take it. I'm about to beat your ass and knock the shit out of you. Punches him through like 5 buildings, speeds up, and it hits him back down. But like, that show got dark. Like he almost died being like cut open with a kryptonite sword. or that blade that Darkseid had. But the question I want to ask, like, in the episode, it's confirmed that Lex Luthor has a beyond 12th level intellect and obtains the anti-life equation, which I'm thinking about now. I'm like, holy shit. Because, like, 10-year-old me had no idea what that was. Didn't understand it. He just came back. But the ramifications of Lex Luthor comes back, just offers Darkseid the anti-life equation, and they disappear. That's the end of the series. Shouldn't the war have ended right there?
Yeah.
No.
That's probably what happened to
They
DC.
him the anti-life equation, and they just fucked off.
Yeah, they probably disappeared, and then we got Batman Beyond. That's why Batman Beyond is such a shithole.
But like, in the comic books, that's his ultimate goal. The universe is enslaved after that. This dude just says,
anti-life
"Hey,
equation.
If you guys think about it, like the anti-life equation.
hold on, let me look it up because I used to know what it is."
It's like the fucking big brain equation that just says this destroys life. Like this is the mathematical answer to fuck life.
right. I see.
Like,
It is
you know how
just,
scary that is? Like, what if scientists came out tomorrow and they're like, all right, well, guys, we figured out the equation for death. Like, 100%. Like, we know how to instantly make you die just by saying this equation.
All right. Here's the anti-life equation: loneliness plus alienation plus fear plus despair plus self-worth divided by mockery divided by condemnation divided by what is it? Misunderstanding times guilt times shame times failure times judgment. N equals Y, where Y equals hope and N equals folly. Love equals lies. Life equals death. And self is whoever obtains it. In this case, self equals dark.
So my college career equals the anti-life.
That's what I'm saying. That you just read to.
You just read to me the average college.
Every college student.
Bro, do we all have the anti-life equation?
Every college student has obtained the anti-life equation.
Darkseid could have easily went to this plan. Just went to your local college, your local
just go
state-funded college.
Went to your local financial aid office and obtained the anti-life equation. But like, I was just thinking about it after watching this episode. Like, I remember watching this when I was 10, and I didn't understand it at the time because he just comes back in the suit, hands him this glowing orb, and they peace out, and the series ends. It's like not even like right there. Like they wrap things up in like Elite Little Blow. The supervillains are released because they give them a 10-second head start. You see all the superheroes fly out and the pan out. The one of the most amazing theme songs ever for animation starts playing and roll credits. But it's like they never resolved that. It just super smart Lex Luthor, 12 higher level intellect. Like what the fuck? Like, only a 12th higher intellect can pass this barrier. Lex Luthor goes, well, I'm overqualified, and jumps right in. I'm like, what the fuck? And true, that...
How do you quantify that? Like,
I don't know.
How does the barrier tell that you're smart enough or not? Like...
I don't know.
You just walk to the barrier, you just can't get in there. It's like, sorry, you're a dumbass. I can't let you in.
Sorry.
A button comes up, are you a robot? It's fucking... surpass.
You gotta fucking do the are you a robot test. Just like, all right, click every image that has a crosswalk in it.
He like, they be showing streets, and he's like, does this have a crosswalk in it?
No,
they do like a huge box.
So which one has
tiny corner?
Has a boat in the tiny corner, like
it has a piece of the boat at the top corner. He's like, do I click it or no?
I had to think
that's
like
the ultimate IQ test, bro.
Bro, I was thinking like when you said where they let the villains go and they get a 10-second head start, and then imagine if like superheroes exist in real life and they like capture like Jeffrey Dahmer and it's like, well, you get a 10-second head start before you.
They were all supervillains. Even when that was like, I don't think they just like let go some random serial killer.
You have a 10-second head start.
Going around shaking people.
All right. I know you ate 7 people, and you did things with their corpses, but
you help us save the world. So
you got 5 seconds.
You get a 10.
I'm turning around, and when I come back around, then I'm gonna get you. You ready? But yeah, I just had that thought when I was watching it because it's still one of my favorite cartoons. Something I've been trying to get into because nothing has really caught my eye this season of anime. So I've gone back and I've been reading Hunter x Hunter. Because I remember when it was originally airing, I understood it was a really good anime. I watched it. I thought it was really good, but I didn't remember that much only because I've been doing so much other stuff. So going back and reading it, it still reminds me like this is great. And then I'm reminded that it's not finished. Which is like this how
welcome to the club, Greg.
This is how Berserk
of unfinished manga fans.
This is how Berserk feels.
Dude, this is how Berserk feels always. But at least Kentaro Miura is still working on it. We don't know what's going on with Hunter.
No,
Tagashi's just like, I guess I'm done now.
Tagashi.
Speaking of writers, is Rocky doing anything? Because
Rocky's still working on part 8.
Part 6 got confirmed. Is part 8 like a weekly shonen thing?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
It's still ongoing. Yeah, I think it's gonna wrap up soon, and then we'll be moving on to whatever the fuck he decides to do with part 9.
Oh fuck! I didn't even think that far. All I know is that everyone got super hyped that David Productions confirmed part 6, and
they can be like Jolene.
Yeah, but I'm also hearing I hear that in the forefront, in the back whispers of the JoJo fandom, everyone's gearing up for part 7, which apparently is going to be like the greatest.
Bro, fuck part 6, bro. Like, just honestly, I just want to skip past that. Just animate part 7, please.
Just animate part 7. I watched part 5 and I thought it was cool, but like so far nothing has topped my Good Boy Scooby-Doo Mystery Adventure part 4 that I love so much.
I have not seen JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Really?
No, I haven't seen it. I've seen like 3 episodes of part 1. The first 3
is the hardest part to get into.
I couldn't get past. I'm like, bro,
I don't understand. I didn't find.
Who is this guy? He's a vampire. Where's the stands at? That's what I was like literally thinking. Where's the stands at?
I don't understand that because I remember because I believe you got me into JoJo, but I quite enjoyed part 1 and part 2.
No, because the thing is, like, when you have like a preconceived notion, when you have a preconceived notion, like, I'm ready to see stands, bro. I'm ready to see all the memes.
Yo, I heard there was a nigga that could stop time.
See,
that's what I'm saying, dude. I'm like, where's that at? Why am I getting this dude kissing? I kissed her before you, like, bro.
I didn't have those notions. I came in completely blind.
You came in completely fresh.
I liked part 1 and part 2, and I actually thought part 3 went too long. I felt like it was just they got to
all agree part 3 went too long.
Like they had all the tarot cards they fought. They make it to Egypt. All I gotta do, fucking, was it 12 more? Like the Egyptian gods.
Egyptian gods.
And then by the time they got to Dio, I was so tired. I was like, come on.
The Dio fight was hype as fuck, though.
Dio fight was hype as hell, yeah.
And then part 4 is great.
Part 4 is my favorite. It's Marva. And it's funny. I didn't understand why no one like, oh, you're gonna just skip through part 1. Part 2 is barely passable. Part 2. For the longest before part 4 was my favorite because of how just batshit stupid it got, and I was like, this is fucking hilarious. I love this. I love where this is going, and I don't know where it's going. And part 1,
yes, the Joestar secret technique. Run.
fucking the Pillar Men are fucking great. Like,
awaken my master.
I'll put this inside your heart. It will dissolve and you will die unless you kill me for the antidote. What? Like, come on, man. That sounds. What if I? Well, then you're gonna die. Like, JoJo's right now in the state of like the internet. I know it probably like divides people where people are just so diehard in love with it. Others like are either scared or don't want to get into it because
tired of the memes.
Yeah. I luckily came in just before that precipice, just before that pit of everything. Everyone's going fucking Zawardo way more than they used to. And
Zawardo!
If you have time, I recommend it. Again, I'm not the like biggest, like Deshaun's probably has way more knowledge of this universe than I do, but I enjoy it. It's a really good anime. I recommend it.
Hisoka.
Hunter x Hunter. I'm loving. I think is a really good example of the deconstruction of the shonen genre, based on what the shonen anime I've seen in the past.
Man, can you just give me like a few seconds to fanboy over the Chimera Ant arc, bro?
Sure, go ahead.
Bro, oh my freaking gosh, I freaking love the Chimera Ant arc. I freaking love how at the beginning of the season you see all the humans as humans and the Chimera Ants as monsters, but you slowly gain the humanity of the freaking Chimera Ants, and you slowly see Gon go into animalistic, and Netero himself, just because he's like Miriam's like, he's like, we can talk about this, but Netero, he just wants to, like, he's going into like his animalistic, like, we just need to fight because I need to get you out of here because it's like my job to kill you. And he knew he was gonna die at that fight. He said, "This is my last fight." He put on his lucky shirt that kind of looks very similar to the shirt I'm wearing now, ironically. But he's wearing his lucky shirt, bro. His lucky outfit, which was so random. Like his lucky shirt is just some like gas station T-shirt. They got my boy Deep Purp in there, the best character. I freaking love him because he's Deep Purp. He just got straight gas on him 24/7.
I think some of my favorite scenes from Hunter x Hunter was like, let's say from the beginning, it's the tournament thing at the end of the Hunter exam.
Oh yeah, where they went to the battle tower.
Not even that. Like it was Hans.
Oh
like,
no,
Hans
that
like,
fake tournament.
The Hans like, why do you fight? Was your pride so much worth losing and getting beat the shit out of? God's like, I just want to find my dad, man.
Bro, just let me find my dad.
You're beating up a 12-year-old child. I just want to find my dad.
He said, I'm not giving up. I just need to find my dad.
And then one of my other scenes is you have these two like 12-year-old boys at the auction betting on the game.
With the suits? And then look up to see the freaking Phantom Troop characters.
Right.
What is his name? His name is like Pharaoh. I freaking love his quirk.
Right.
His freaking nin power with the freaking cranking his arm.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool. And then they have the one guy with the freaking sword. I forgot his name. But yeah, the one Phantom Troop guy with the sword, he's there too. He has a full one with the freaking sun blaze. And then they got Pluto guy, or whatever his name is. Pluto holes guy.
The rock paper scissors scene where they have to team up with Ahsoka for that ball game, and they make that really.
Oh yeah, the freaking dodgeball, and they had to hold the thing.
Hold each other together.
Bro, that was like one of the only, like, I kind of don't like season 3. I don't like the freaking
You don't like the
it was so. I'm like the freaking Greed Island arc.
Yeah, I like that arc.
No, I find something else. Well, no, I liked it, but I'm like coming right after the freaking the battle tower and the Phantom Troop arc with Kurapika, and then going into that, it kind of slowed it down, and it really, I think it really came from the villain of that season too. I don't even know his name.
That just reminded me of the fucking dub.
You get chat.
No,
the guy with the bomb guy.
Oh,
bomb guy, yeah. No,
exactly. He was the main villain of the arc, and no one remembers. He's bomb guy. No one knows him.
He's bomb.
I mean, he put the most damage on, like, he put the most damage on Gon out of all the villains.
You
literally.
just reminded me of the fucking dub meme, fucking the end credit. The Kurapika is in immense pain. You guys, Kurapika.
Oh wait, and one more thing I need to fanboy about. You remember when Kurapika killed the one guy from the Phantom Troop, bro? He brought a shovel. He brought a shovel to the fight.
That's right.
Bro, he brought a shovel to the fight because he knew that nigga was gonna die that day. Like, come on.
Everyone sleeps on the main Chad himself, Leorio.
Leorio, he's cool, but he just doesn't show up for long enough. I freaking love Leorio. Every time he shows up, I freaking love him. But I wish he showed up longer, and so that's why I have to give Best Character Award to Kurapika.
Yeah, see,
I freaking love Kurapika.
If you went back in time and asked me, I would have said Killua, but Killua is so overhyped. And
yeah, Killua is overhyped. He's hyped.
Every black guy loves Killua.
They like Killua because he reminds them of Sasuke.
Right. Like, oh, he's so edgy. Look at me. Like, I'm so sick of
so cool, and he
like,
got the best bits in the show.
I need to write an essay on black men and liking edgy characters and how it represents.
We all like Sasuke.
They all like Sasuke. No, they all like Itachi.
We all like Kurapika. We all like Itachi.
They all like Kurapika.
Just type in this essay.
We all like Vegeta.
I'm just gonna type in this essay. Vegeta, yeah. The hood is like the Itachi clan, a constant struggle. You see, in African American culture, we're like Saiyans. We constantly are looking for better, but
we're monkeys.
we continue to get shit on by oppressive overlords.
Monkeys. Like, oh man.
Oh man, I want to leave it right there. I want to thank everyone for listening and watching. You can find us on our YouTube channel via podcast. For that, I want to let everyone know you can subscribe and click that bell button notifications. Yeah, we're doing that shit now. So you can keep updated.
Make
all the
leave
new
a comment too.
Leave a comment, please. Tell us.
Tell us how we doing.
We take critiques. We want
to
hear your feedback.
Tell us that get off the internet, you dweebs.
You fucking nerds. Nah, but you can also
Ed and Eddie.
You can hear us at you can hear us on SoundCloud and on Spotify, and all the episodes are archived on our website, reapodcast.com. There you can also have links to our Discord. You can come hang out and talk to us, send us new topics we want to talk about, and meet us up on our social medias, our Instagram, Reupcast, and our Twitter at Reupodcast. I'd like to thank everybody for listening, and we'll see you guys